문제가 있는데 제가 안 들려요. 어떻게 해야 됐지? 마이크에다가 이렇게 하면 들리나? 이게 어떻게 해야 되는 거? 뭐 이런 걸 해봤어야지. 이렇게 하면은 들리지 않을까? 한번 저도 들어보도록 하겠습니다. 이렇게 하면 들릴 것 같아요. 이렇게 하면 들리지 않을까?
I find this not only refreshing, but it's some.
샤넬팡 교수님 부분.
Basically, need to retune the circuits, right? In principle, you can do it, but it adds the complexity.
조금 앞으로 가볼게요.
These two coils are sort of inducing each other.
It's quite difficult to power these objects in real time with the current.
Find out how the wireless charging that already exists. So Geoffroy was excited to see a paper in this week's Nature that describes a simple way to charge devices dynamically.
In other words, being able to wirelessly send power efficiently to an object that's actually moving.
This is Shanhui Fan, who led the study. I rang him up to find out how the wireless charging that already exists works.
If you basically take these two resonant coils, place them in somewhat close proximity to each other, then you can basically get power to go from one to the other.
And is this like the sort of physics experiments you might do in school where you can use electricity to induce magnetism or magnetism to induce electricity? Is that how these two coils are sort of inducing each other?
Right. The current inside each of the coil generates a magnetic field, and the magnetic field is then felt by the other coil, generating the current there, and that basically gives you the power transfer.
And how far apart can these coils be to get energy transferred from one to the other?
You could actually get a few meters, but in many practical scenarios, being able to transfer on the order of meter scale is probably sufficient.
And it sounds like the basic physics is there. You get two coils, you use them to sort of induce each other and transfer energy between them. So what's the problem with the existing technology for wireless power transfer?
It is efficient, but for every distance where you have efficient transfer, you need to reconfigure some part of the circuit to do so.
So for each distance that the thing that you want to charge is away from the power source, you have to tune it to make sure that the energy is being optimally transferred so you're not wasting and losing loads of energy.
Exactly. So let's say I'm carrying a cell phone and I'm walking around in my room and I want to charge my cell phone. As I'm walking around, I will basically need to retune the circuits, right? In principle, you can do it, but it adds the complexity of the entire system.
It might be possible to have a sort of constantly retuning circuit with the current technology to enable you to move your phone or move your car while still charging. But you guys have come up with a slightly different solution?
Yeah, so what we have shown is a way so that you can move around, but the system basically self-adjust and they self-tune into the optimum condition for efficient wireless power transfer.
And the way you've done it is actually quite different from the way that the existing technology does it, isn't it?
In the standard way of doing many of these wireless power transfer schemes, they will have a radio frequency source which provide the power to one of the coil, to drive one of the coil, and then that coil through the magnetic induction drive the other coil. And then you can adjust, for example, the frequency of the source. As it turned out, if you put an amplifier on the source coil, then under the right condition, the system will start to generate an oscillating electromagnetic field. And the frequency of that oscillation happened to be exactly the optimum frequency for efficient wireless power transfer.
So if you move the two coils slightly further apart, then the natural frequency of oscillation they fall into is the optimal for that distance.
Exactly. So instead of imagining, a external tuning circuit, now the system basically just take care of it by itself.
So have you solved all the problems of wireless energy transfer now?
I think actually there are a lot of interesting new opportunities that our work will open up. For example, one can imagine more complicated transfer schemes involving multiple coils to cover a wider range of areas. So I think actually there are a lot of interesting things that can be done. The point is not necessarily in enabling wireless transfers, but making it more flexible and more usable.
That was Shan-Hui Fan, Professor of Electrical Engineering at Stanford University, talking to Shamini Bundell about his new paper on wireless power transfer. You also heard from Geoffroy Larosey at the Langevin Institute in Paris, who's written a News and Views article on the new
네, 이건데, 이거잖아요, 지금? 이건데, 코일 2개를 갖다 놓으면은, 알아서 얘가, 그러니까 이제 문제는 뭐냐면, 현재 충전 시스템의 와이어리스 무선 충전 시스템의 현재 문제는 뭐냐 하면, 그러니까 충전 장치가 있고 그 충전 장치와 내가 충전시키고자 하는 디바이스가 있을 때 이게 거리가 멀어지면 이거 가장 충전이 잘 되게 하는 이 서킷의 디자인이 바뀌어야 된다는 거예요. 그러니까 여기 이제 충전 디자인이 바뀌어야 되는 거죠. 그러니까 예를 들어서 이 디바이스는 하나로 딱 모양이 정해져 있고 배터리랑 뭐 이렇게 충전 모양이 정해져 있어요. 근데 이 충전시키는 이 와이어리스 차저의 소스의 디자인이 바뀌어야 되는 거예요. 그러니까 말이 안 되잖아요. 뭐 어느 쪽이든 디자인이 바뀌어야 되는 건데 뭐 디바이스 쪽 디자인이 바뀌든. 근데 그러니까 이제 여기서 아까 예로 든 게 내가 그냥 이 모바일 디바이스를 들고 가만히 와이어리스라고 하지만 가만히 한 군데 놔두면 재미가 없다는 거죠. 근데 내가 이거를 보면서 들고 다니면서 방 안에서 충전을 하면 그 정도는 괜찮지 않냐. 그러니까 내가 방에서 이렇게 들고 있는데 충전이 되는 거예요. 이렇게 누워서 이렇게 죄송합니다. 누워서 이렇게 보다가 엎드려서 다시 보다가 이렇게 보다가 해도 충전이 되는 거예요. 그 정도는 돼야 되지 않냐라는 얘기죠. 근데 가만히 한 군데 얹어놓고 있으면 그거는 별로 와이어리스 충전에 의미가 없지 않냐. 그래서 이제 뭐 그런 식의 얘기를 하는 거고. 근데 얘가 거리가 바뀌면 그 바뀌는 거리에 따라서 그 충전이 옵티마이제이션 최적화되는 그 충전의 디자인이 충전기 디자인이 바뀐다는 거예요. 뭐 디바이스 쪽 디자인이 바뀌든 충전기 쪽 디자인이 양쪽이 다 바뀌든. 근데 지금 이 사람들이 얘기를 한 거는 셀프 어드저스트, 셀프 튜닝 하는 충전 시스템이다 라는 거죠. 네. 여기 보면은 이제 여기 와이어리스 차징이라는 얘기가 여기 지금 여기 와이어리스 차징이라는 얘기가 여기 나오고 있죠. 일단 자 요거를 봤는데 뭐 이제 그런 얘기는 그래서 코일 2개를 갖다가 놓으면은 된다 뭐 그런 얘기인데 그렇게 간단하게 될 것인가 궁금하잖아요. 그럼 논문에 한번 직접 들어가서 한번 읽어볼까요? 네. 논문에 직접 들어가서 읽어보도록 하겠습니다. 제목 다시 한번 읽어보면 Robust wireless power transfer using